please subscribe and don't forget to press the bell icon to get notified whenever we upload a new video.
Still talking about prescriptions, but the iPhone 10 became available for pre-order today. That's a week ahead of its actual launch, and the pre-order stock sold out in minutes. There have been some questions about the initial supply. How big is it? Who can actually get one of these phones? How many are they actually making? Josh Lipton has those details. Josh?
Kelly, some iPhone fans are going to have to wait a while before getting their hands on this new iPhone 10. Apple telling CNBC in a statement, "We can see from the initial response, customer demand is off the charts. We're working hard to get this revolutionary new product into the hands of every customer who wants one as quickly as possible." Today, shipment lead times quickly surging on the company's U.S. website from 2 weeks to 3 and then 6 weeks. Analysts say that's due to a combination of strong demand and supply constraints. We know those rumors and reports were circulating that there were production issues with this device, though Apple also said that some of those reports, like the one from Bloomberg this week, were completely false. Typically takes Apple 3 months to come into supply-demand balance with a new iPhone. Analysts think it could be closer to 4 months with the 10. Question then is how consumers react. Do they opt to go with the 8 or maybe even the 7 or switch to rival devices and put 2018 estimates in jeopardy, or do they simply wait patiently until the 10 actually arrives? The truth is that Apple's going to need all its new phones, the 8, the 8 Plus, and 10, to sell well if it hopes to meet the street's target of selling 242 million iPhones in fiscal 18, and that would mean a jump of 12% from fiscal 17. Kelly, back to you.
All right, Joshua, thank you, guys. Just based on some conversations down here, you know, I know people who didn't get the 10, so they ordered the 8 instead. But then it's like, well, but if I could wait and then maybe get the 10 next year, maybe they'll end up selling 2 of this cycle of phones that way.
They could, and I do think that the street's struggling with just the pacing of this upgrade cycle, because the real story was there's such a massive installed base of iPhones that are ready for upgrade, that 3 or 4 years old, that you should see this rush, and instead it's kind of being staged out. So I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing, but it's not something that's going to be immediately visible from the outside.
How big a deal is the holiday quarter for Apple? In other words, Josh mentioned the run rate for the year. They're looking for 242 million of these things moved. Does it matter to them, like it would for most retailers, how much of that falls in their holiday quarter?
I don't know if it matters for them. I don't think it's a matter of if you didn't buy one, you know, for Christmas Day, you're not going to get a phone.
Yeah,
but I'm sure they do get a little bit of a speed up.
I don't know. It's weird. I can't figure out whether this is a marketing gimmick that they're doing by kind of restricting the supply. It creates, you know, buzz around it, creates its own demand. The price point is quite high.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether that's what's going on here. You know, I can use my own experience, which is,
let me just say quickly on the
I would never do the upgrades, especially in a timely way. So I can't really tell on these things at all. I'd be using the iPhone 4 right now.
I think they'd be much more worried if the reviews for the 10 were bad.
Excellent point.
You'd rather have this problem.
Right. There's some questions about the facial recognition technology and how that works. Yeah, I don't know.
You know, I feel the same way about this as I did about those earbuds.
You know, I love those earbuds.
Come on.
No, I love them.
Oh, God.
They're my favorite. You're hands-free. You know, they don't fall out. They last with the charge for a long time.
Did it bother you when you weren't like a corded phone against the wall? Did that concern you?
I can get one that plugs into your phone.
I might have a different ear structure, inner ear structure than most people.
I know what I'm getting you.
It never falls out of your ear.
I am getting you that for Christmas.
How about when you're hanging from your legs, you know, doing your sit-ups from the bar in the closet?
I don't know what you're talking about.
You know what I'm talking about.
But I've never had an issue.
Should we watch Rocky or one of those movies?
We asked you for your feedback, and you answered, and one of you is voicing an opinion of that gentleman over there. We are going to read your messages in the Closing Bell mailbag when we come right back. Welcome back, and it is time to close out the week with our Closing Bell mailbag. iPhone 10 pre-orders available today. We mentioned it's already sold out. Last hour, Bill asked if people would wait around for it. Dave emails in part, my family has 5 Macs, 5 iPhones, 2 iPads, plenty of iPods, 3 Apple Watches, an Apple router, and so many more Apple products. We all subscribe to Apple Music. Why on earth would we switch? I already anticipated having to wait a few extra months for the new iPhone 10s. No big deal. We love Apple.
Is he brainwashed?
Signed Tim.
Yeah, signed Tim Cook.
By the way, a lot of you are also shocked by Bill's BlackBerry, which you showed last hour. G. Hawkins tweeted, "Is Bill serious using a BlackBerry? Don't they give them away in boxes of cereal? iPhone 10 equals huge Apple margins." And Greg responded, "Didn't even know BlackBerry still existed. Bill Griffith is really using one. LOL. About as useful as those Snap sunglasses." Now, Evan, for you, I want you to put this in now.
I'm not doing it.
This is for the right-hand side. I've got the left one in right now.
You better have enough Purell to clean it out.
And I want you to do your upside-down sit-ups
that's
or
not
whatever
coming
it is.
out.
And
I don't. By the way, it feels quite secure. I will confess that.
I'm just telling you.
It feels very secure. I don't think I could. If I ran with it, I'm not sure.
Well, we can test that out after. Like I said, I don't run with music. This is just a personal.
I'm going to run back. I'm going to run from the stock exchange all the way to the to the Upper West Side.
We have to take these off now because Siri's trying to help us out. Okay, finally, here's some Evan Newmark fan mail. See?
Oh my God.
It's not all hate mail. Robert emails.
Oh my.
I love Evan Newmark's commentary on Friday. Wish he was on more often.
Oh my God.
I love his perspective, especially his facial expressions, and the interaction between him and Larry puts a smile on my face. Give them their own show.
My mother told me. My mother told me, you know, you got to stop it with the hands. She was very critical of me last time I was on.
Your mom is a sharp lady.
Yeah, she's very observant.
Her feedback is spot on because it's usually derogatory.
Yeah, it is usually very negative.
In your direction.
Very pro-Kelly, very anti-Evan.
That's why I think she's so brilliant.
Yeah, no.
But she really is, and we appreciate that she watches all the time. Now, listen, we have a big week coming up. We have Facebook earnings, we have Apple earnings, we have the tax plan coming, we have Trump's Fed chair choice potentially coming. Have I forgotten anything?
Is there a Fed meeting as well, or just the Fed choice? No, it's not. But also jobs number on Friday. So I do think it is going to be all packed, and the testimony among the social media guys in D.C. I think earnings season, aside from the two big bellwethers, Facebook and Apple, might cool off a little bit. I think the market kind of feels like, okay, we got it. Earnings are certainly in place for the bull case right now.
I think the one thing I'm going to be interested, I won't be here next Friday, but the one thing I would be is wage growth. I think that was the one thing that we did not talk about when we were talking about the bond market earlier. I think that will be instrumental in the Fed.
You'll be running
forward.
with your AirPod. Keep the mailbags coming, everybody. We love hearing your thoughts on the show. Thank you both. Evan Newmark, Mike Santoli. That does it for Closing Bell.
Class. Speed. Raw power. Max torque. Get ready for an unmatched automotive experience. Servo presents